Instagram influencer, bro, right? I slid in her DMs. Me and her, we were talking here and there. Ha ha ha. Cracked a few little jokes, you feel me? And she was like, yeah, you could pull up. We could kick it. We could have a good time. I asked her, you smoke, you drink? She was like, don't worry about it. I got the weed and I got some drink. Just pull up. I was like, cool. She even tells me, like, I like how you look, your tattoos, your whole vibe. She says this to me while we in the elevator, bro. I've only met her for like 2 minutes. She's like, I like how you look, your tattoos, your vibe. You just, I like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to smack. Easy. So, anyway, fast forward. We kicking it. We having a great time, right? We on her couch. We sitting all close. I got my arm around her. We start kissing. We kissing. We touching. All of that, right? This is when shit gets crazy. Why did she stop me? Listen, we kissing, we touching. She stops me and said, wait. How much you gonna pay me? I swear to God, we lit, we faded. Well, I'm lit at this time because I was drinking Henny straight up. So I was drunk, nigga, I'm drunk, and I was high. So she stops me like, wait, how much you gonna pay for it? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, how much you gonna give me? How much you gonna pay for it? This is expensive pussy. I'm like, I laugh it off because I'm lit. So I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? She ain't no prostitute. What are you talking about? I try to go back to her to start kissing her. She's like, no, wait. I'm serious. Wait. Like, she got serious. So I'm like, oh, shit, let me get serious too. She was like, I charge every man I have sex with. Listen to this. I'm not even going to put this rapper on blast. Never mind. She charged the rapper, she said, literally the month before, 10 bands, and he paid 10 bands. She's like, listen, I know you're not a rapper, so you're not gonna pay 10 bands, but I want at least 3. I was like, you want me to give you $3,000 so me and you can have sex? She's like, yes. You're gonna be able to enjoy my body. I want to get something out of it. I want 3 bands. So I'm laughing too. I guess because I was lit, so I was being extremely just straightforward. I let her know. I'm like, you're a prostitute? Like, this is prostitution. Like, no, I'm not no prostitute. What are you talking about? I ain't no prostitute. I'm just saying, if you want to explore my body, you have to give me something in return.
So most of you have seen or heard or are aware of the Mercedesmorr situation, her unfortunate passing. But I showed that initial clip to kind of remind people, get people to snap out of it. There's a downside to sex work. Shocking that I have to even say that out loud, but there's a downside. And you have to address the elephant in the room, which is this was a gated community. This was broad daylight. And the police said, yeah, there were no signs of forced entry. And if this guy was such a crazy stalker, the police did not say he, because this is YouTube, he didn't take her sexually. He didn't take it from her. That did not happen. So nobody wants to just say out loud, like, yes, this was some type of exchange that went wrong. Nobody wants to say, because we're so used to glorifying sex work in our community, unfortunately, everybody's just coming to her defense no matter what, and it's specifically black women. I don't know how many times I saw online black women saying, oh yeah, it's a black guy. You know how black men are, because that's just socially acceptable to do. And now you look stupid because he's not black. And they don't, I saw other YouTubers who are female who said that as well, but it was a situation that went wrong. And we bolster up people in this community like Cardi B, who came to her defense. And I find that so ironic, because didn't Cardi B explain how she drugged and robbed a dude? That could have went left. Maybe she didn't give him enough drugs. He wakes up and takes her life, and we never know who Cardi B was. So my point is, do you really continue to glorify this lifestyle to girls, young girls who don't fully understand that your life can be taken? And there are women who are legit on the corner and know this is not a game. But the point is, policy is baked into who we are as a people in Western society, and the ideology of this culture is backed up by policy. So what do you do as a man? How do you kind of analyze what's going on around you and move accordingly? That's my issue. That's what I focus on. That's what I want the men to understand. They're going to do what they're going to do regardless. What are you going to do? Because they all, like, when you legit go on a date, you have to ask yourself, or just flat out ask out loud, do you have an OnlyFans? But the culture is so rotten, you have to think like that. And it's sad because this woman lost her life, but there's a deeper conversation about our culture that we have to take in. But I want the men to focus on self-improvement, who you are as a person, making money, all of the things that you need to be focused on as a man to make yourself a better option. But there's the other side of this that people aren't really addressing or talking about. There's been situations in the news where a guy goes on a Tinder date and then he gets robbed, because the narrative when this came out was, oh my God, men are so horrible. Of course, they thought it was a black man at first. Oh, what are we going to do about these men? They're all creepy, weird stalkers. But it's been all in the news. You go on a date, she sets you up. Next thing you know, boom, you're robbed or dead or whatever the case is. There's another side to this conversation that we're not having, but I'll let you watch and see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, y'all see the title. Like, I know. Why would your girl rob people at the strip club? Let's just get right into it, because it's not even that serious, but it is that serious, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. Pretty much in my teen years to my adult years, until I had my kid, my beautiful, wonderful little girl, up until I got pregnant, I did a lot of shit. So you gotta be able to point out a nigga who has money. And pretty much it's like, you look at how a nigga dresses. You feel me? You look at a nigga how a nigga dresses, and it's not necessarily all in designer and all this other shit, because a lot of niggas dress in all designer and don't even have a car. You know? Don't even have a car. Don't even go back to end up just doing half, because if you don't know, like, usually niggas who buy they do half up front and then half afterward, and then the other half afterwards. And you know, I get that and all, but bitch, no, like, it's not going like that. You're about to give me all that up front. I end up walking up with him, and I'm like, oh, can I get that right now? Mind you, we're walking up to the house, so it's like, you're not, that's why hotels are more tricky, because you got to go up to the room. That's why I don't like hotels, because you got to do more, and it's more tricky. I like houses better. So we're walking to the house. You already had that trust in me, one, because we've already had a conversation. I usually make people feel very comfortable with me, so we've already had established that comfortability. Two, we're at your crib, and we're both outside the car. We're damn near in front of your door. So it's like, what, like, I mean, the same person like me would think, okay, bitch, you're gonna run away. Like, chill, you're gonna run away. Get in.
So with that being said, stay safe. It's become a dangerous culture, a dangerous society on both ends. But because a situation like this happens to a woman, it gets more publicity, of course. But my point is, it's just so toxic at this point. How can you date? If you have a daughter that's of age, what do you tell her? Or if you have a son, what do you tell him? It's a different conversation that you have to have at this point in life, in this society in 2021. But please like, follow, and subscribe for more.